Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
Welcome everybody to the Hockey Think Tank podcast, brought to you by the hockeythinktank.com, a website for all players, parents, and coaches to go to get a little bit of education and a little bit of inspiration regarding the greatest game on the planet. What an episode we have for you guys here today. We are in Chicago, Illinois, and we are at my parents' house, and Vex is taping me, probably putting me on Instagram in my Grinch outfit as we speak. We are here on Christmas Day with my fam, our fam, and Vex, how you doing today, man?
Daughter's first Christmas.
Ooh.
Pretty dope. Not gonna lie, pretty dope. But
Yeah.
she's also so young, she has no idea what day it is. So that too.
Very cool. But it's Christmas, and so obviously this will come out here in a little bit. But at Christmas time, obviously a little bit tougher to do things, but we wanted to make sure that we got a podcast out there. And this one was really cool. This one was really, really cool. And so our family has been a hockey family for as long as I've known us, and even predating Vex and I. And so we brought everybody in our family just to talk about what the game means to us and some of the things that we've learned. And honestly, it's just like a really almost kind of like recentering couple of hours that we've had here. And there's some very cool themes that came out of the answers of all of our family members when it comes to what the game means to us. And so much of it is just togetherness and connection and family, and is really, really cool. Not just our family, but just the greater hockey community family that was really, really special. So this is going to be a sentimental one. You'll get to know Vex and I a little bit better through our family and just the people who have raised us and have influenced us in our whole lives. And just a really, really cool episode for you guys, to say the least.
You guys' families are probably very similar to ours too, which is something that, you know, you'll hear as a theme with some of the older people in our family are talking togetherness and family and team and common goal and all these things. So, you know, I think that you guys will get a kick out of hearing our family talk and think that it's yours maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
which is one of the coolest parts about hockey.
Yeah, definitely. And just, it's what it's all about, man. Like, there's times, and we talk about it a lot, like hockey can be confusing and stressful and crazy as we're coaches, and we're trying to impart, you know, what we know with and inspire the kids that we're coaching, parents, you know, trying to give everything that we can to support our kids in their dreams, or players, you know, that it can be tough, you know, when you're putting everything you have into things, and maybe at times that you don't get the results right away. But like, I think this is going to be one of those episodes that kind of brings you back to your why and what hockey is all about. And it certainly did for us here today. And it was a lot of fun, to say the least.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everybody. We're not going to go through all the thank yous and everything. That's not for this podcast, but y'all know who the people are to support us. IceHockeySystems.com, Cure Nutrition, Train Heroic, Helios Hockey, and Crossbar. And so thank you to you guys. Thank you to everybody who continues to listen. This is a really special episode for us. Just thank you for supporting us. This is a great holiday episode with different conversations from our grandma all the way down to make sure you stay until the end. Make sure you stay until the end, because it's major cuteness. We have kids from my daughter, who's 3 years old, all the way up to my sister's kid, who is 9. I think there was 7 or 8 kids just talking about our grandfather, who just passed away earlier this year. Just a little 4 or 5 minute thing cutie overload for sure. But Vex, anything else before we get it over to our family talking about what the game means to us?
Ho, ho, ho. Share the show.
Love you guys.
There's nothing like seeing an NHL game live. The toughness, the speed, the excitement. Every time I get to go, I absolutely love it. I've been to a few games this year, and for the best place to get tickets, you have to visit Game Time. I've used the app to get not just tickets for NHL games, but for other things like concerts as well. It's really easy to use, especially for those not as astute with technology like myself. I've used it to actually check out all that's going on at the United Center where the Blackhawks play in Chicago for concerts and other things, and it's really, really, really awesome. You can search the app by team, by performer, or by venue, which is great. You can actually see the seat view, which is really, really cool from where you're going to be sitting. And they have curated deals for you to make things simple and easy for how you like to shop. Honestly, it's just so easy to use, and it also provides you with the opportunity to save money on tickets no matter when you buy them. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time Picks. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code THPN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem with code THPN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time.
It's the most wonderful time of the year for getting in all the hoops, football, and hockey action at DraftKings Sportsbook. In the season of giving, we're being gifted college football and basketball, pro football and basketball, and pro hockey too almost 24/7. And here's the gift for all new customers. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you just bet $5. Happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bet must win to receive reward. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Here we go. We have my mom, Debbie, and my dad, Bob. My mom was a hockey sister, hockey wife, hockey mom, not now hockey grandma. My dad, a hockey player, hockey director, hockey dad, hockey grandpa now. Okay, so I have two questions for you guys. Mom, we'll start with you, ladies first. What does the game of hockey mean to you? And what's the biggest thing you've learned in your journey through this whole hockey experience? Go.
Hockey means family to me. And what I've learned is that my husband doesn't want me to answer first. No. And I've just learned community, support, friendship, that everybody's in it together and just have fun and don't take it seriously.
There we go. Okay. Dad, hockey player, director, brother, coach, all that. Yeah, I didn't say coach. Sorry. Go ahead. What do you got?
What were the questions again?
It was, what does the game of hockey mean to you?
Well, yes, family. Debbie stole that from me. But family, but team, right? I mean, teamwork, which is what families are. And just get an opportunity to show everybody your best and all the love that comes with it.
And those are
Because of hockey.
I am fully aware that you dated your teammate's sister, and
did.
that's a big no-no.
I did, but it was the summer.
Oh, okay. It was a summer. Yeah, sure. Gotcha. And biggest thing you've learned?
Biggest thing I've learned is definitely to work as a team and to find ways within everyday life to make sure you give it everything you've got and understand that people are there to help you. And I love hockey.
There we go. We have our first cry, everybody. We have our first cry. Thank you, guys. Here we go. I got my twin brothers here, 7 years younger than I am, and we're asking everybody the same questions. Couple questions for you guys. We have Max, who was a hockey player himself, now is a hockey coach. We have Jake, who was an assistant captain on his JV high school hockey team back in the day, has since retired and no longer plays, but that's okay. So I have one question. We'll start with you, Max, since you're the older one by a minute. Max, what does the game of hockey mean to you? And what are the biggest lessons you've learned through hockey?
Let's see. I think, I don't know, hockey has its challenges. Accountability, kindness, and communication were the biggest things I learned in my playing career and my coaching career.
And what does the game mean to you?
The game is, just you learn the life lessons. You always go through ups and downs. The game basically is, you just, try and just work at it every day. You just, try and be a student, get academically stronger and be more physically fit. And I've seen, a lot of kids throughout my coaching career, the kids that have done that just have made it to the higher levels. That's what the game means to me.
Okay. Jacob?
So I think of pride and commitment. When I played, obviously, you have to earn your rights to play at the level you're at. And it's all about brotherhood. If I didn't have my brothers, I wouldn't be playing the game. And I obviously understand as an adult when I was playing that we have to, be more communicative as brothers. We have to be there for each other. And part of the game is, learning pride and commitment and understanding that, you have to earn your right to be where you're at. You have to physically and mentally be ready, dominate performance, and, you execute for your coaches, whatever it takes, right? And not only do you have to, play the game the right way, but you have to respect brotherhood.
Love that, buddy. Great job. Now we are here with my sister, Jessie Scott, hockey sister, Jessie Feld. How long have you guys been married now?
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. Still have not. You're in my phone as Jessie Feld. Hockey sister, now hockey mom, and her husband, Ryan, hockey player growing up, played a lot in the basement, and Ryan has had his fair share of broken fingers and stuff from my dad slashing him when we were growing up. For those of you that don't know, we were next door neighbors, and now they're in love. How cool. But now he also has a son playing hockey with my sister, Jackson, who is 8, almost 9, last year mites, going into squirts. So Jess, ladies first, we'll start with you. What does the game of hockey mean to you? And what are the biggest lessons you've learned from being a part of the game?
So for me, I think hockey just means family. From growing up in a hockey rink to now somewhat living in a hockey rink with our own kids. I remember going to games growing up and always seeing grandma and grandpa, both mom's parents and dad's parents. And then like the hockey sister community that became family. And then even now going to Jackson's games, having all of his grandparents and our grandparents come and watch, and the friends that have turned into family along the way. That's really what I think about.
Awesome. And what's like the biggest thing you've learned from being a part of the game?
That you can spend a lifetime watching hockey and understand the rules, but beyond that, still really understand nothing about it. I think, I don't know. I had so much fun watching you and Max and Jake and our cousins play growing up, and I love watching Jackson and Braden and Camden when they get on the ice, and Nolan's love for the game emerging at 3 years old. But outside of that, I don't really know anything else about the game. So
Any life lessons? You don't have to know how to drop a power play, but
teamwork. I think hockey is a very team oriented sport. And what I have noticed is teams play better when they work together. So I think using that analogy on the ice and off the ice is a really good life lesson that we can instill in our kids.
very cool. All right, Rye, former player, now hockey dad. What's the game of hockey mean to you, buddy?
I think similar to Jess, I think family comes to mind. Definitely a lot of nostalgia from growing up and friends that were made playing, a lot of great memories of when it still was cold here, like playing out on the ponds and stuff like that. A good portion of my close friend group today is still, guys I played high school with or in hockey and stuff like that. So I think a lot of family and some really good memories. And I think it is a unique sport compared to all of the rest, just the amount of commitment that you have from your family to play the game and the amount of time you spend together with your teammates, getting dressed before a game, in the locker room after the game. There's not many other sports really that you have that opportunity to not only have your own family, but then kind of create a second family with the amount of time you spend with people. So
Very cool.
Especially Jackson, who
Always
is
the
in
last
the
one in the
locker
locker room.
room
Yeah.
well after all of his teammates have left.
Yeah, I did that too. And biggest thing you've learned?
I think for me, I never played at a super high level, but the competition, the teamwork, and how I've been able to take that into the business world has been really impactful. I know even yesterday when we were chatting in the car driving, just talking about culture, right? And thinking about running a team and an organization, how important not only teamwork is, but there's so many great examples of culture in locker rooms that you can easily point to as ways that have worked well or haven't worked well. So always trying to keep that in mind, with my own teams and people that I work with, how important that culture is, and trying to bring some of the elements that I learned growing up, I'm still learning from hockey is an easy way for me to translate things that happen in a sports world to a business world that there's sometimes a little bit more nuances, right? There's not always a scoreboard and stuff like that. So that's probably one of the things, a couple of things. So teamwork, competitiveness, if I didn't say that already, and then culture and how important that is.
Very cool.
I just learned so much about my husband on a podcast. This is the most he's spoken to me all month.
That's because you can't get a word in around you.
Exactly.
Why do you think that is? All right. Thanks, guys. All right, here we go. We have my Aunt Colleen and Uncle Phil. This is Jeffrey's mom and dad. And so Aunt Col, a hockey sister first, then hockey wife, then hockey mom, might be a hockey grandma at some point. And then Uncle Phil, ref extraordinaire, also hockey dad, and potentially hockey grandpa down the road.
Double maybe.
Okay, so Aunt Call, 2 questions. Number 1 is, what does the game of hockey mean to you? And number 2 is, what's some of the biggest things you've learned from being a part of the game for so long?
So question 1, what it means to me?
Yes.
Is family. Whether it's my own family, my parents, my brothers, my nephews. I met my husband through hockey, and friends that we met along the way through hockey. We have friends that we've had for 30 years that we met when Jeff was 5 or 6 years old, and just had our Christmas party last week with them. So we're really, really fortunate to have all of those people in our lives.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
And then what are like the biggest things you've learned, your biggest takeaways from just being a part of the game for so long?
Patience and hard work.
The thing that is in your son's basement,
Yes.
those bright letters. Yes.
Yes. for different reasons than he had. But patience, I think that parents and the players have to be patient with their progress. It doesn't come easy right away to all kids. And the kids that it comes easy to in the beginning don't always make it at the end. But you have to enjoy the game and just have patience and hard work to get to where you want to be.
Awesome. I love it. And Uncle Phil, what's hockey mean to you?
First question, sure. Relationships. Obviously, you, Colleen, I'm pointing to Colleen, and all of my hockey friends, and all my buddy referees, and my mentors, and sad to say I've lost a few of them in the last couple of years. Not happy about that, but really just relationships for me after all these years.
Second question is, what's some of the biggest things you've learned from being a part of the game for so long? Hockey dad, hockey ref, all that stuff.
A wealth of experiences, I think, is what I've learned from not only being part of the game, because I did get to coach your Jehu for a number of years, which was an experience. And I gave my time running mini mites and house league and coaching teams. And then I very wisely quit. But refereeing, this is 50 years of refereeing. And again, all relationships and fun. And it's just really cool seeing the game evolve, the way it's changed. And parents are still the same.
Parents are still the same.
But all in all, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. And as you guys say, I mean, I make jokes sometimes. But
nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
The secret is out. With millions of younger-looking customers across the country, Plexiderm is one of the most highly sought-after products on the market. It visibly shrinks under-eye bags and smooths out crow's feet in minutes, and the effects last up to 10 hours. Influencers love it, magazines feature it, and people just can't get enough of it. As a matter of fact, Elle Magazine gave it an Editor's Choice Award as Best Instant Wrinkle Filler for 2025. In as little as 10 minutes, Plexiderm reduces the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and those dreaded under-eye bags. So yes, you can look years younger in minutes, and the effects last for hours. No surgery, no gimmicks, just results. The best news, you can try Plexiderm for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Don't wait. Order Plexiderm today. Visit plexiderm.com/special. That's plexiderm.com/special. Paid for by Sheer Science.
it really is the greatest game on the planet, as you say. It really is. But people have to want to buy into it and be part of it and learn from it and make those lifetime relationships.
Love it. Awesome. All right, here we go. Now we have Samantha, used to be Lavecchio, now Liggins, and we have Jason Liggins, her awesome hubby. And they, out of all of us, probably have the least to do with hockey right now. So this is perfect. But Sam, you grew up in a hockey family, traveling around with your brother and stuff. Jason, you were a big baseball player, and now riding high with the Chiefs, winning all these Super Bowls and stuff. But I wanted to ask you guys just about your experience. So Sam, like some of the biggest things that you've learned, and like what does the game mean to you? What have you learned just from being in a hockey family and traveling out with your brother all these years?
Oh dear. Well, I mean, spent a lot of weekends on the road for sure growing up. as the sister to a hockey player. Got to see a lot of cool places, go to a lot of cool places, that's for sure. The atmosphere in a hockey rink, I think, is something that's difficult to explain to people who aren't around the sport. So I think that's something that Jason's gotten to experience a couple of times, seeing Jeff play overseas and at charity games and such. So that's been kind of cool to introduce him to a sport that he didn't really know anything about. But I really just love the fact that, you know, we got to travel around a lot. I got to have a really cool childhood, going to so many cool places and, you know, just doing things that I wouldn't say are super normal for most kids, but a lot of that's due to hockey and getting to travel and such. So, yeah.
Awesome. What's the biggest thing you've learned from just being a part of this community for so long?
Oh dear. The biggest thing I've learned.
Got to put in the work.
There you go.
I like that.
Got to
put in the work.
It's the same with every sport. And the love that you guys have for hockey, it's the same with the baseball circles I ran in. You got to put in the work. You live and breathe it, and it's a grind. Coming from a guy who played JUCO baseball, it's a grind. Something I found interesting is some of the same lingo used. From our generation.
Like what?
Dirty, disgusting, filthy. Dude, those are
like compliments.
Those are compliments on the baseball field too. So it's like, that's pretty cool. Some of those same similarities.
I would say the biggest thing I've learned, honestly, it helped me prepare to have boys.
Yeah.
Because I grew up around hockey boys, which are their own breed, I would say. And I think it helped me. It's helping me in the long run raise boys.
There you go.
Baseball boys are the same in their own breed too. They're just they're just all about what their craft. They're all about what they do, man. It's the same thing, man. It really is.
That's really cool.
That's a good point.
So what are you're obviously a big baseball player, some of the things that you've learned being a part of this hockey thing now, you've already talked about some of the similarities and stuff, but what's really struck you just with the family, with the sport? Because we always say hockey's just different, but I'm sure every sport kind of says that. But what are some of the takeaways from just kind of being a part of it now?
With hockey, man, kind of I go back that it's a grind, man.
Yeah.
It's an all year thing. Growing up in the South, it's baseball was an all year thing, and you got to put in that work. You got to get out. You got to play some travel hockey or travel baseball. A lot of the same aspects of getting that notoriety and getting out there and playing showcases in baseball is the same as playing. Same concept with AAA and a lot of those organizations with hockey.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, seriously, man. Some of the same concepts. A lot of time and a lot of money, and a lot of time and money is the simplest way to put it with baseball. With hockey, those similarities.
Yeah. I love it. How about life lessons wise? You talked about the grind. You're talking about having to work. What were some the biggest life lessons you learned in baseball that you're using today?
Oh man, this is the most common one you'll hear, and I've started to. With the Lanes teams that I coach, I haven't exactly said it because they're 6-year-olds. It's all about fun. It's about stopping them from building sandcastles, but also learning how to play the game. But with baseball, man, 3 out of 10 times you're successful. The other 7 times you fail. Dude, you're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So with baseball, it's a game of failure. You fail more than you succeed. The thing is, you can draw those parallels with life. Of learning how to bounce back, learning how to grind through a lot of failure, and still get through it, and be perfect with your craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, thanks, guys. Okay, here we go. Now we got my Uncle Dave, we got cousin Anthony, and we got Aunt Kim. All been a part of the game in much different capacities. Aunt Kim as a hockey sister, bit of a hockey player / coach. Hockey mom, and Uncle Dave, hockey player, hockey coach, ref as well. Anth as a hockey player, but also played football at the college level. So questions I have for you guys, and my Aunt Kim, we have been going ladies first, but you have said not a chance. So we'll go age order. Anth,
yeah.
What's the game of hockey mean to you, buddy?
I think very simply put is family, and how absurdly family centric that it is with our family has always been such a part of the family from everyone playing, that everything being kind of focused on that, of going to games, seeing each other at rinks, going and supporting other people, fist fighting on Christmas Day on a frozen pond.
Those were your two brothers, by the way. Yeah.
I was the good one there. But yeah, has always just been so ingrained within our family. I think it's synonymous with who we are as a family, which is a cool thing for sure.
That's really cool, man. And then, like, what's the biggest thing you've learned, through the game?
I think one thing that separates the hockey world, and so I always make fun of my brothers for it, but like how truly tight-knit of a community it is, not just like outside of our own family, but like still to this day. I mean, I played very low level hockey and still to this day run into people, get recognized for you guys or cousins, and the amount of connections. Everyone's played for a coach. You can share stories, some guy at some organization, and it's such a really cool like connecting bond that you feel within, that I think is very different than other sports. Like you said, I played football collegiately and have never gotten recognized for playing football with somebody, but I've met or seen kids out that played hockey with me or my brothers or you guys like all the time. It's a wild thing.
Small world, man.
Yeah.
Small world. All right, Uncle Dave, what's the game of hockey mean to you? Hockey ref, hockey coach, hockey player, hockey dad, hockey brother-in-law, all that good stuff.
I think, again, not very much similar to Anthony. There's a huge community, and what it means is support. It's a great sport, and I think part of it around here comes from all the travel, all the connection, all the discipline, all the effort. So it's been a wonderful exercise, and I learned to enjoy it and enjoy the ride with my family.
Very cool. What's the biggest things you've learned?
Yeah, so it was fun for me to learn how to coach, learn how to play, learn a lot about how to learn a sport. Coming into it later in my life and having your family be who they were, I started learning about hockey from them, which then inspired a spark to learn more about the game and learn how to learn games, which was kind of fun.
It's amazing how many people that like didn't play and then their kid wanted to do it, or somebody they knew got them, and they get hooked like right away.
Yeah,
I've heard that a lot.
We didn't have that choice. Cody had Grandpa bought Cody his first pair of skates like you when he was like would stand in my palm. So, so the Bills just came after that. What a ride!
There you go. All right, Kim, what's the game of hockey mean to you?
So, hockey is life, and that, simply put, is all the necessary life lessons come through hockey, and sometimes even having kids who played multiple sports, but hockey is their primary until football was a primary for Anth. But everything from how to communicate with a variety of people, how to walk in and speak with a coach because we wouldn't do that for them, how to advocate for yourself, how to learn something, how to understand you're part of a team. I mean, just so many life lessons, how to behave in a hotel. Most kids don't learn that real young, right? But we're headed off to tournaments here, there, whatever. And then so life and support, because there's many hockey families out there. Ours just is a larger, I think, one, because Grandpa ref, Uncle Fit, you know what I mean? We all found hockey people kind of that we met, and the ones we couldn't, we converted, AKA my husband. So as Anth said too, support. We all went to each other's stuff and supported each other, and that kept us closer. I'm going to go on to your next question. What biggest thing I learned? I learned that hockey is one sport where you have to drive your kid to the rink for a long time, and the conversations that you can have on rides to and fro are invaluable if you're willing to listen first and talk second.
I like that. Remember those car rides, Anth?
Yes. The silent one specifically. When you know you didn't play well and you don't want to ask Dad how you did.
He noticed he said Dad, not Mom.
More silence, though. He was going to listen. All right. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Okay. Now we got Grandma here, the matriarch of the family. And we've had a lot of people in already. We got Vex here now, too.
Yo.
What's up, my man?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, Grandma.
Yes.
Question number 1.
Okay.
What's the game of hockey mean to you?
Just about my whole way of life for a lot of years. It's fun, It's family gathering. It's support. It's love. I think that pretty much covers it.
Is it? Did it change at all from being like hockey wife to a referee to then hockey mom to then hockey grandma? Did it change?
It changed only in the fact that you guys got older. The rinks were all the same.
It's still really cold.
Yes.
I like it. What was like your favorite part about being like a hockey mom, hockey grandma?
The pride that came with watching your successes.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was something that a lot of people didn't understand why we were not socially engaged in other things, but we were very proud to be grandparents and to watch.
Awesome. Okay, and then like, what's like some of the biggest things that you've learned just life wise from being a part of the game?
Life wise, the team spirit is something that can be applied to business, to family life, to school, and I think that's important. We should all try to play on the same team.
America, love it. Love that.
I think
who was more fun to watch? Topher, Jeffrey, Cody, Vinny, Anthony, Max, Jake, Jackson. Who else am I missing? Anybody else?
Put Jackson in there. He's the great grandson.
Yeah,
He's gonna win.
Okay, so from the grandchildren, who was the most fun to watch?
All of you.
Note, listeners, she looked at Toph first.
She did. This was on YouTube.
If I had to guess, she was saying Topher was the most fun, but that's okay.
Team spirit going.
Well, if you've listened to our podcast for long enough and feel like you know Vex and I a little bit, this is where it all comes from. So very cool.
Grandma, mama.
Thanks, Grandma.
Love you, Grandma.
All right, here we go. Now we got the two people that keep Vex and I on the rails. Would that be a pretty fair assessment?
Bumps me back onto the rails sometimes. Sometimes I am off them and I need to be put back on, and that is
very true.
The woman, the myth, the legend.
That is true. So now you are going to meet our wives. And so we have M. Scott, we have Kylie Lavecchio here. And so we've been asking everybody about kind of like their experiences within the game. And for you guys, it's kind of funny because neither of you knew anything about hockey before hitching onto these wagons over here. So for you guys, like, what's it kind of been like not knowing anything about the game, and then now like you're a part of this family, which is pretty psycho about the sport, and both of us live our lives within it. So maybe I'll start with you.
Okay. Well, two things come to mind. I feel like on one side, there's like a whole different language that like, I don't know what squirt, mite, and what those things mean. And I don't think I ever will. So there's like a whole language and things I don't know which is where I can see a blue line, but like where that one is versus the red line, couldn't tell you. It's a red line, right?
There are two blues and one red.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
I don't know what lines there are.
Yeah.
No more than me.
So that, but then of course, like on the other flip side, it's the same as like competition and community and all the things that like sports and fun are all about. So there's like some side that I can definitely tap into coming from like an athletic family, but there's a whole zone that I know nothing about, and I don't plan to know much more. If I haven't learned it yet, I'm not gonna get there.
Yeah. What are we, 18 years in now? Almost 19? Yeah, no chance. All right, Kylie, you're new into this family. Newer, I should say, not new, but you got this dude. You know, I don't know how you do it, honestly.
You should win an award, most likely.
I mean, I didn't even really know that people like played hockey.
Like hockey.
I was like, wait, they have like hockey in this country? Like, I did not know that.
Wow.
until like a few years before I met you. But it's been interesting. So going from that to like the polar opposite. Yeah, I don't really ever understand what he's talking about. I just smile and nod. And, you know, when people found out we were having a baby, people would be like, "Oh, is your daughter going to play hockey?" I'm like, "Absolutely not." I was a gymnast for a reason. Okay, she'll be a gymnast, never a hockey player. That is way too intense. Okay, no contact sports.
I mean, gymnastics. There's some contact in there. It's pretty dangerous.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
But
I love seeing Jeff, help people through something that he's passionate about and pay it forward for like everything that he's learned in his career. And it's really cool to see someone be so passionate about something, even if it's like something that I don't know anything about, just to be able to support him through that and help him live out that passion whatever way that he can is really special.
Yes,
we practiced in the car on the way over here.
Solid answer.
No, we did not know this was happening. Making me emotional. Thanks, babe.
nice and
yeah.
smooth.
Well done. Well done, babe.
There has been one person who has teared up. Take a wild guess at who that was.
Your dad.
That is very true.
Oh my God. And you said, "Can you spell your name?" And he went,
You said no hard questions.
I said no.
Well, that was actually one question I had for you. Like, what, and you kind of answered it already with what you just said, which was very moving. I thought it was awesome. But like, knowing that he is so passionate about this, like what's kind of really cool, and what have you learned in your relationship just through his relationship with the game that's kind of like helped your marriage, helped your relationship, or killed your marriage, killed your relationship?
Just like podcasts in the middle of the day when the baby's napping.
Yeah.
I bring Sophie closer to the stairs. I'm like, "You hear this crying up here? No door on the stairway. I know you hear it." No, it's just really special to see him be so passionate about something. A lot of people, I think, lack a purpose. And I think that is what leads people down a bad path in life, is not having any sort of purpose. So whatever your purpose is, I think that's a really special value to be able to instill in our daughter. So knowing that he's so passionate about something gives me a lot of faith in how I know that we're going to raise our daughter. So, yeah.
Wow. Heavy hitter. We got to call you in more often here. We'll call you down to the basement every now and then for some answers here.
I'm starting to worry a little bit. Like this, there might be like a Lavecchio podcast coming out. HTT podcast will be no longer. Crazy. And what about you?
What was the question?
I don't know. Like, what have you learned about me, or like what, like seeing my relationship with the game?
Inspiring he is.
One thing that I think is so unique is that many people have like loves and things they connect to in their childhood, and then they kind of have to pack that away and move into adulthood. But I think what's really special about what you have both done in different ways is find ways to bring your strengths and like connect that with something that becomes part of like your whole life, from family to like, your career to connecting with other people, staying in contact with teammates. Like, I just think it's a really unique way to be able to weave that from, and also I think for both of you to kind of be in touch with yourself. It's such a core part of who you are that you've been able to like maintain and grow this next version of yourself while tapping into a piece that's been part of your core and honestly your relationship since you were so little, and your family. Like, it just builds so deep.
Yeah.
Cornell education. You guys are good over here. You guys should have your own podcast.
I know, seriously. I'm getting a little worried here.
A little off topic, but sometimes I tell Jeff like how hard I imagine it must be for a lot of athletes to retire.
Yeah.
Like the thing that you
and their significant others.
Yeah. Like the thing that you worked your entire life towards. Now you have to start a new
Turn
career.
it off.
You know, it's like I can't imagine having to be new at something. So I tell Jeff all the time how impressive it is that he was able to like simultaneously be building something while he was playing, so that when he was done playing, he could kind of like, I'm sure it wasn't that much of a smooth transition, but it kind of seems like it was probably a little bit more smooth than like maybe some of your guys who have had to who have had to like go into selling insurance or like medical device sales. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine. Like,
you're selling insurance.
You imagine me?
Yeah.
Hey, you friggin' idiot! Buy this stuff.
I just think it's really, really inspiring, and I can't imagine how hard it is for a lot of professionals who retire and then are like, crap, what's next?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's not one path,
Yeah.
and there's like
You have to build
many
your own.
ways that you both have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wild.
crazy, man. Like we're doing this on Christmas Day at my parents' house right now, and like this morning I took like 15-20 minutes and just like texted like a lot of my like former teammates, and it made me feel so good.
So good.
You know, you get those text backs like, "Oh man," like sending pictures of kids, and like, dude, like there's nothing.
I was voice texting the whole way we drove over here, and I was like, "Oh yeah, happy effing Christmas, hey bro, hey yeah, thank you."
You don't curse on this podcast all of a sudden?
Nah, well, on this podcast we don't curse. Somehow I'm pretty good at
We're in the presence
avoiding
of
that.
Sophie.
Yeah.
In my life and the gym, slightly different.
I feel like I hear you drop the F-bomb all the time.
That's on other people's podcasts, not on mine.
You know, when Vex is on somebody else's podcast, who's just f bombing the whole time. Yeah, earmuffs, Sophie.
Earmuffs.
Sophie's in here as well, eating the baby carry. So
She's asleep.
I think she's sleeping.
There we go.
Well
Talking
done.
into
Your answers were that good.
Kylie will be on the podcast more. Segment known as Go to Sleep.
All right, thank you too for everything.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
We're just gonna stop.
I already forgot the question.
That's okay. Okay, we have my Aunt Laura, or I should say you are here as well.
Not our. This our. All right, Toph went to Cornell, guys, Western Michigan. I corrected him. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Our Aunt Laura and Uncle Tim. Uncle Tim, one of the most downloaded podcasts that we've ever
Well done.
Yes.
Famous.
And deservedly so.
Famous.
Or Mike's son?
Mike's on. Okay, so couple.
Oh boy.
I don't remember what the questions are now either. All right, so we'll start ladies first, Aunt Laura, or would you rather have him go first?
What? I'll wing it, Topher.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna wing it.
Okay, question number one. Like, you can't imagine hockey was a part of your life before you met this fella over here.
right.
So, as a newbie coming into the family, learning the game, you know, in whatever capacity, we just interviewed our wives who still know nothing about the game, even though
God.
But like, what has kind of struck you about like the game, and like what have you learned from just kind of being a part of the family and the community, and seeing him being so passionate about the game?
Oh, well, I think it's a great way to connect people, and it really joins people together, and family and community. And I mean, what I see him, I see selflessness, because it takes a lot to dedicate to this sport and to the kids. And, you know, I see a lot of passion.
Some of the parents.
But it really does. It really does. People don't understand how much it takes, and you know, and just how much he really loves it. And you really do have to do this. You have to be pretty selfless.
Very cool. I like that. All right, Timmy, what's the game of hockey mean to you?
That's why I love her. Number one, ding.
I will not be the most downloaded though.
I will be once I'm done again.
Yeah, we got to go round two here pretty soon. Yeah.
All right. So what does it mean to me? So I think like any kind of sport, doesn't matter what it is. You know, there are so many different things that go into being very good at that particular sport. It could be multiple sports, whatever. But the reality is, you know, there's the preparation side. If you're not 100% prepared to go into a game, you're not going to be, you know, successful. The discipline side, if you're not 100% disciplined in whatever schemes your coaches are, you know, devising for you to play, you're not going to be competitive. You know, then you go into the hard work. If you don't have the work ethic in this game, because there's one thing about hockey that is definitely different than any other sport. If you don't put in the work, if you're not willing to put in the effort, you're not going to get anything in return. It's probably the hardest sport, I think, regardless of what Uncle Phil says, other than baseball, for crying out loud. Two guys playing catch, one guy out in the outfield going, "Hi, Mom." Anyway, you know, but the point is, in hockey, you know, you have to learn every single thing that you do in this game. And it's not an easy task to learn how to skate, to learn how to stick handle, learn how to shoot, learn how to pass. And then on top of that, you've got guys coming at you a million miles an hour, and you have to read what's happening out there at twice the speed of football and make plays. So discipline is a big part of it, but there's also a creativity side to the game that has got to be there. And I think that most people disregard this side. I think they want it, but they don't know how to get it. And, it comes from hours spent. That's why I love keep away so much. I think everybody should play keep away 100% of the time. Forget everything else in practice aside from skating and, stick handling and shooting.
Is there a time limit?
But you've got to, you've
Not
got
with him.
Yeah, never with me. Most downloaded. Thank you. No, but the reality is that you've got to be able to see the game, and nothing else really matters. You can take a very mediocre player and put them into a situation where they're mentally stronger than a lot of the other players with the ability, the skill, whatever, and they're going to be successful because they can see the game. And so, that's why I love the game so much, even more than soccer, even though I went further in soccer. But, I love the game so much because it really encompasses every life lesson that you could possibly ever want your kid to have to deal with in his life.
Love that. What's the biggest thing you've learned that you take with you today from playing and coaching and all that?
Patience.
Your mom said that. Patience.
You're laughing, but patience is kind of a big thing, as a coach for almost 30 years now. You have to take into account that everybody loves their kid and everybody wants the best for their kid. And sometimes their expectations don't meet the ability. And you've got to manage that situation because you too care about that kid, right? Like there isn't a kid that's ever played for me that I didn't care about, right? And by the time you get through a season with them, and sometimes I get them for 2 or 3 seasons, whatever along the way. But the reality is, man, you get connected to these kids and you actually care about where they're going to end up somewhere down the road, whether it's in the game or in life or anything else, it really doesn't matter. And that is probably the one thing that you have to understand is that you have to have some patience. You have to learn to talk to the kid the right way, because regardless of whether he blossoms under your tutelage or not, the reality is the end product is what we're all after. And it may be, maybe high school, maybe juniors, maybe college, maybe pro. It doesn't really matter what it is. The reality is all of it matters. And we have to get them to a place where they're confident, good, quality human beings with a work ethic, with a desire, because that's just going to take them all the way through life.
Amen. There we go. All right. Uncle Tim and Aunt Laura.
UT. Out.
Perfect. Okay, and now for the cuteness part of the podcast, we have all of the grandkids. And this is our first Christmas without our grandpa. And so we're going to say a little bit of something why we loved our grandpa. And so, Paigey, what is your favorite thing about grandpa?
He was so kind.
That's so sweet. What else?
He tickled me.
He did like to tickle, that's for sure. Okay, now we have Jackson. Jackson, what was your favorite thing about Grandpa?
He was funny.
What were some of the funny things that he would do?
The big red nose.
The big red nose, the clown nose? Yeah, that was pretty funny. Anything else? No? Okay. And now we have Braden. Okay? Braden, what was your favorite thing about Grandpa?
He was kind, I think.
He was kind? Yeah, for sure. What else?
He was so funny.
Yeah, he was very funny. Yep. Okay, now we got Lane. Lane Liggins. Lane, what was your favorite thing about Grandpa?
When he came to my house and played with me, he chased me and tickled me.
Yeah, he was very good at that, wasn't he? Anything else you remember?
No.
No. Okay, now I think we have Lucy. Yep, Lucy, what was your favorite thing about Grandpa?
He's funny.
Yeah, what else?
And I can just play games all day. He tickles me.
Anything else?
He jumps in the pool diving board.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
For sure. Okay, and now I think it's Cam's turn. Camden, you want to come on over, buddy? That's okay. Okay, how about we go Leo next? Leo, what was your favorite thing about Grandpa? Jeepa.
He chased me around and tickled me. He chased me around all over the house.
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did, for sure. Okay, now last one here, Celia Belia. Celia, what did you love about Grandpa? What do you remember about Grandpa? What'd you like to do with Grandpa?
He chases me a lot.
He chases you a lot. He was good at that. What else?
And he tickles me.
So apparently, Grandpa, very good at chasing and very good at tickling. Okay. Do you have one more thing? He's funny, and he's funny. That's right. Okay, there we go. Okay, Nolan, here we go. The youngest grandkid that can talk. What's your favorite thing about Grandpa?
Talk.
To talk? What else?
To see him.
To see him? Yeah. Yeah, was he funny?
Yes.
Why was he funny?
Because when he play.
He was funny when he played with you? Very cool.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.